Hi everyone. Okay, first of all, welcome to my bedroom. I've never filmed in here. I can tell by looking at the viewfinder that it is not bright enough in the background. The more you know. So we're filming in here today because my condo is a complete disaster from Halloween construction for our costumes, which you'll be seeing this on Halloween, so I'll be dressing up today as will a whole bunch of my friends, but there's so much junk in the living room that I cannot film in there, so we're gonna do it in the bedroom today. And today's video is going to be my monthly haul. This is gonna be everything that I've picked up throughout the month of October. So I think the first item that I got this month was the Too Faced Melted Matte in the shade Gingerbread Man, which funnily enough, I think Too Faced's website just calls this gingerbread. Anyway, I told myself I was gonna wait for this for the VIB sale. You can see how that turned out. This is a limited edition item that Too Faced has started releasing for the holidays. So what they did last year was release a melted matte in the shade Candy Cane, and I loved it. It was candy cane scented. It was like this fiery red pink, and I just really, it was like Christmas for me. It just made Christmas happen because it was like a special item. It smelled like Christmas. Yada, yada, yada. So this year, when they decided to come out with a Gingerbread Man, I was really excited. So this is the second year that Too Faced has done this, and I kind of hope that they continue this trend for years to come because I think it's just absolutely adorable. They actually create special packaging for this. I mean, it's a typical melted matte package, but they put a little Gingerbread Man on the cap. They make a specific color for this release, and then they don't have it in the regular lineup. And I think it's adorable. I think it's such a nice touch. And this is supposed to have the gingerbread scent, but honestly, it doesn't smell like gingerbread to me. It's just like sweet frosting kind of a scent. It's nice, don't get me wrong, but it doesn't smell like gingerbread at all. Anyway, I actually really like the color. I was a little bit concerned when I first purchased it because it looked very brown, and I didn't really want something brown. On the lips, this does come out more of a terracotta red shade, so I think that looks really, really nice. So when I placed the order for the melted matte, I also decided to use some of my Sephora points because I've accumulated close to like 2,000 and I just don't spend them on anything. I never find that when one of the point perks is out, I can get it fast enough. They just seem to disappear so quickly. So the one thing that's kind of been lingering around for a while is this Sephora branded Beauty Insider catch-all tray. At least that's what they're calling it. And what it is basically just a little jewelry dish that says wake up to makeup in the middle of it. I'm not necessarily a jewelry person. I don't really have a ton of it. You'll notice I never change my earrings. I almost never wear a necklace on camera, although sometimes I do just to work. So for me, this is not really gonna end up being much of a jewelry tray. I think it's gonna end up in blog photos, which is cute for. So I think that's what's gonna work for me. This was 250 points, so it wasn't that bad, and I mean, I'm still around like 1,700 points anyway, so I thought this was a cute little thing, and it's kind of like a permanent item, you know? It's not like makeup that's gonna expire or get tossed or I'm gonna get tired of. Well, I mean, I could get tired of it, but I liked it, and that's why I picked it up. I totally forgot I ordered the next item. I had to run to the next room to get it because I've been using it every day on my eyes, and that is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Prism palette. Now, I held off buying this because I was so nervous after the subculture drama, and I was not somebody who liked that palette, so I just wanted to wait and see how the reviews came in for Prism. And they were generally pretty good. I do have to say though, looking at the ingredient deck, talc is the first listed item, so I don't think that the ingredients are that different from subculture, although I haven't compared and contrasted. But they don't play as poorly as subculture did for me, at least. I'm wearing it on my eyes today. This is the third day, I think, that I've created a look from it. And just to give you a look at the inside. It's a weird mix of shades. I think it's really bizarre, but I don't hate that. I have so many palettes that are so cohesive and so put together that I'm like, I don't really need a palette that is gonna be just for travel, for example. So even though I think the layout is especially strange, like there's a neon lime yellow green here, we've got like some oranges over here, like there's this purple that I actually have on my lid today, there's one brown. Hey, benefit of being on the bed, the cats are gonna come up here. It's a really weird mixed in palette, but I think it was Norvina that I heard say something about this where she was like, it's a holiday palette, I can do what I want. I don't have to follow trends. I don't have to, you know, make sure that it's a cohesive palette. I just have to put in fun shades that I like, and I kind of really like that attitude towards it. So I'm having fun playing with it, but I'll point out the obvious. There is no brow bone shade. This one is super shimmery. You could wear it, but it is like really reflective. There is a black, which is kind of basic, but yeah, I'm having fun with it so far, and there will be a review coming up on it. So be on the lookout for that if you're interested in hearing more about Prism. And in case I didn't say it because I don't remember saying it, this does not behave like subculture for me. It blends a lot better and it's a lot smoother. It's no modern renaissance, but it's no subculture either. All right, so I grabbed another palette this month as well. And this one has such a fun story behind it. So, well, kind of fun now, which will make sense in a moment. So this is the Sigma Creme de Couture palette. And this is a pressed color palette, which means that they're not all actually eyeshadows, but whatever, I'm gonna use them all on my eyes anyway. And the fun story with this is that this palette was originally released by Sigma, I wanna say 5 or 6 years ago. And it was in a time where I wasn't really buying that much makeup online. I just didn't feel comfortable buying brands I didn't know that well. That has since changed. But I held off on buying it. And I had heard Sparkage raving about this palette, and I was always super into it, but I just never got around to buying it. And then of course, by the time I was like, oh, okay, just go ahead, they'd sold out, and it was a limited edition item. So I've lamented over this palette in my head for half a decade, being like, why didn't I pick it up? So when the Pastel Goth palette came out by Kat Von D, I was kind of hoping that that palette would sort of replace this one in my eyes, because this is predominantly pastels, but that are neon. And that's what I wanted Pastel Goth to be. And it just, I don't know, that palette just never really worked out for me the way that I wanted it to. So when I heard that this was coming back, and I saw it in Leisha's video, that's Sparkage, I just about screamed. I have never heard of a brand coming out with a palette half a decade later. Like, it was limited edition and now it's back, and I'm just like, my jaw's on the floor that I finally get to own it. They've thankfully updated the packaging. It's got a flip, it's got a mirror in the top. The previous one had a pull-off lid. But I'm over the moon. I'm so excited. I haven't actually played with it yet, which is kind of driving me crazy. But I'm so excited to dig in here and play with these shades because they are so beautiful. I don't think that this is limited edition, or at least their website doesn't say so. So if you want this, you can go and get it.
You joining for the video?
Me, mister.
They liked you in the last one. You gonna show up a little bit more? Yeah?
The next 3 items are polishes by F.U.N Lacquer, and I just picked these up because I really like their duochromes with hollow flecks in it, and I have 2 already and I just really wanted more. So I got 3 because they have a bit of a deal where if you buy 3 polishes, you'll pay for shipping, but you get the express upgrade for free. And the reason I wanted the express upgrade is I have ordered from them before and they shipped from Singapore, and it took a month and a half to get the product. So I was like, okay, I think express shipping would be good. So the first one I have here is called PSL for Pumpkin Spice Latte, and I am actually wearing that on my nails today. This did turn out to be a little bit more of a brown shade versus the orange that I was expecting. It's nice, but it's not quite what I had anticipated. So it's pretty, it's seasonally appropriate. I'm still having fun with it regardless. The next one here is Unconditional Love, and I got this one with the hollow flecks in it. So if you look on their website, it'll say the shade name and then it'll say like hollow or H in brackets. That means that there's hollow flecks added to it. So this one is kind of, it's like a green that turns emerald and purple. The color switch on these is unbelievable. And the next one is Cheers to the Holidays, H for hollow. And this one's more of like a magenta, orange, yellow. The colors are just wild. Like, I've never seen anything like this in polish. They are a little bit up there. I think with shipping, they do come out to about 18 to 20 bucks each Canadian, but I think they're worth it to order from every now and then. And the last 2 items I have are from MAC. The first one's kind of interesting because I didn't pay for it, but MAC has the MAC Select membership. It's free if you sign up for their website. And on your anniversary of signing up for the site, they actually offer to send you a lip polish or I think you can choose from other products, but it's kind of like a with purchase, you can pick something up online. I think in stores you can get it just by walking in, but don't quote me on that. So there's a few options, but I decided to go with a patent lip polish pencil. Patent polish lip pencil, and the shade is Hopelessly Devoted. They had like 6 shades, but this was the one that looked the most interesting to me in swatches. And whoa, that's a bright fuchsia, which is not usually a color I go for. But honestly, it looks a little bit more red pink in the bullet. So it's a full-size product. They gave it to me for free. I guess you just get one on your anniversary of signing up for the website, which I think is kind of cool. So that came with my purchase, and my purchase was from the MAC Snowball collection, which I had to pick something up from. This whole collection is just jaw-droppingly pretty. The imprint on the products is a gorgeous snowflake, and the packaging is incredible. Look at this. I've not been this excited about a MAC collection in a very long time, but this package is doing things to me. Like, that is beautiful. So I kind of reeled myself in a little bit with this collection. I've only picked up this face powder, and it's really because I just don't need all of those single items that they have. I mean, I want all of the eyeshadows because they look gorgeous, but in reality, the colors are not that unique, so I opted to get just one item. And this is the face powder opalescent called Here Comes Joy. And oh, it's so pretty. So the snowflake pattern is a little bit destroyed at this point because I did put it on today. I'm wearing it. And this is their more peach to gold powder. I'm not too sure what I actually think about it yet. I like it now, but when I first put it on this morning, I was like, that's not enough highlighter. And the shade is not as reflective as I had hoped it would be. I mean, it is reflective. You can see it, but it's not really like in your face kind of gleaming highlighter that I've come to like really like on my skin. So I'm still deciding what I think about this product, but it's okay, but I just wasn't as wowed as I was expecting to be. I will have a full review coming to the blog, I think next week, but there's no getting over this packaging. Like, I keep looking at it and it's so freaking pretty. I know this whole collection did sell out pretty quickly, or the last I looked, most of the items were gone from the online shop, but I have seen them still in stores. So if you're looking for this, can't find it online, get yourself to a MAC store or a counter and see if you can pick something up. Okay, so that is everything that I picked up throughout the month of October. There's items in here that I definitely could have waited for the Sephora November VIB sale. Like, I didn't have to get the Prism palette because it never sold out, and I totally could have waited on this. But I've been using these a lot this past month, so I'm kind of glad I picked them up in October, even though I could have saved money in November. Anyway, tell me what you're going to be picking up during the VIB sale. I've got a few items in my cart, but I don't think I'm going to be picking up a ton of things. And that's going to be it for this video. I'm going to pay attention to Nemo here because he's clearly wanting some attention, and I will catch you guys later. Bye.
Yeah. Hey! Oh, you want to play? You want to play? Yeah. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. Oh, you ferocious.